An interesting evolution that we've been noticing is the notion of inline entertainment. What I mean by that is that the increasingly younger generation of consumers don't see the difference between on versus offline. It is completely blurred. A really interesting quote from Virgin Money, head of e-commerce, said, "I now understand my 5-year-old daughter. Instead of using the Argos catalogue," and if any of you don't understand what Argos is, it's like a big direct mail kind of catalogue. Instead of using that, she uses Sky Plus or TiVo to pause all the adverts and put them together and plays them to her dad and goes, "Dad, that's what I want for Christmas." Now, to an older consumer, that scared him, but to a younger consumer, 5, she's going, "That's completely normal for me." So increasingly, the idea of something being in line, always on, and increasingly mobile phone, laptop, television, 2D barcode on a billboard, text to buy sort of instruction in a magazine. Increasingly, that line that runs through your consumption wants to be completely seamless. As soon as it gets broken, i.e. the mobile phone doesn't have that service on it, you become really disgruntled. And that sense of omniscience that consumers has, whereby there is no switch off, and the only thing they worry about is battery power. Increasingly, the future of entertainment will be around saying, on a mobile phone, on a device that is that universal remote control, that's my portal, that's my immersive point. That's where I want to go deeper into entertainment. So inline is quite an interesting subject that only few entertainment retailers and music retailers are starting to understand, i.e. being able to be consumed and purchase and share at any point at any one time.
It will be about the flow from one environment to the next environment, whether we're at home or on the street with friends in third spaces such as cafes or shopping centres. It's that flow from one stage to the next. And we see that happening now. There's, with billboards, as you mentioned, there's posters, the digital is going out on the street in a different way. What we'll see is these immersive, interactive environments becoming more important, and how we interact and how we share with those, I think, will be interesting, with hijacking screens, for example. Nokia did a project in New York recently where it was a game where a lot of people sent different images and they're put on a huge video screen in Manhattan. So it's that expression using the cityscape in new ways and interacting not only through the mobile, but using the mobile as a tool or as an intimate companion to help you in a way to then go from one screen to another. So we're constantly in that live mode.
And a really interesting, I suppose, one more extension of that is the notion that if you're watching something like 24 on a DVD, and then you have to switch it off and then leave the home, increasingly in the future with things like ASPs or application service providers, that thing called the cloud, all that content is stored in the internet, in terms of the proverbial internet. So the idea of saying on a TV or a phone or a computer, whenever I want to switch on and watch, it beams it or streams it from there to that device or that screen. So I could finish watching halfway through an episode of 24, leave the home, and then go back in and snap back to it and carry on watching on the train. So the idea of actually just pulling it down from a service provider, but it's all about my device and the different devices I have. That's inline entertainment.